news on the show today.
Nick Stones, a New York Times bestselling author, is known for her book Dear Martin and Dear Justice, is visiting UA virtually on March 7th.
There is a writing contest open to all students interested in being part of the question and answer session with Nick Stone. Use the QR code on the screen to access the writing contest. All entries are due by next Friday.
Mrs. Steele curates monthly book displays to highlight different heritage and history months throughout the school year. Students can find this Black History Month display in the living room section of the third floor Learning Center.
The UAHS Scholastic Regional Art Competition has announced their winners. Congrats to Emily Barker, Noe Bowdoin, Caroline Kegg, Maddie Richard, Maggie Campbell, Audrey Hitt, Leela Mullins, and Parker Swartz. The Central Ohio Scholastic Art Exhibition will take place at Columbus College of Art and Design through Friday, March 3rd during campus hours. Last night was opening night for the musical Beauty and the Beast. Claire takes a look behind the scenes.
Supervision of a new director, pit director, and choreographer. This year's cast and crew has worked tirelessly since November to perfect the show that opened last night. Two students give insight about what challenges they faced and what their favorite part of the show is.
So I think the most difficult part about this show was the size of the cast. This year we cut people, but we still had like 60 people.
I think the most challenging thing for me this year was getting used to the set because we didn't get to use the set until like a week ago. Unlike last year, a lot of the scenes revolve around the set, so it was kind of difficult getting used to it when it finally came.
I think I'm most proud of Be Our Guest because it is our longest number. It's, as Jordan calls it, it's the marathon because it just doesn't stop.
I think my favorite part about the show this year is the set and all of the tech stuff that goes into it. This year, there's a lot of different lighting techniques used. It's just really cool to see how the tech crew puts that together.
Now Lauren gives a behind-the-scenes tour.
So this is backstage. This is where I sit and watch the show. We take notes. So this leads up to lights, the catwalk. These are the castle ruins. This is the back of the castle. It's really hard to see. And that's one of their backstage mics. Back here is the magical world of props. So this is where we have all of our props and some of our big costumes, like our plates, our teacups. This is for the mob scene, which is the cast's favorite number. This is our little library. There's dressing room number 1, Belle. The wolves are in there. There's Belle. Hi. This is the hallway where everybody kind of congregates between scenes. So this is, I think, just Elliot's, who is our Cogsworth. This is his dressing room. And then, is everybody decent in here? This is where the rest of our leads hide. Surprise!
This has been Claire Shetler reporting for the WARL.
To purchase the limited tickets for tonight and tomorrow's show, visit uavocalmusic.org. Ushers will be checking tickets at the door. Check out our Instagram at _TV, where Lily Webb takes an inside look into the musical's tech crew.
And now to sports with Claire and Izzy. What's up, Bears? Welcome to sports.
Boys basketball had their last regular season home game tonight at 7:30. Both the basketball teams and the cheer team will be celebrating their senior night. The ceremony starts at 7.
Next Tuesday, the boys will begin their postseason play against Licking County Heights at home.
Girls basketball has their first tournament game tomorrow at 7. They are seeded 9th and will play the 19th seeded Dublin Jerome.
Ice hockey plays in the OSHA tournament regional round tomorrow at 5:30 at the Ice House. They will play the winner of Worthington Kilbourne and Kettering Archbishop Alter.
Wrestling had their senior night last night against Mount Vernon. They battled hard but lost by 1 team point. Kate recaps the night.
8 Golden Bears were recognized and celebrated at senior night last night. I spoke to senior Daniel Jang about his senior season experience so far.
My favorite thing about senior year of wrestling is just how close I am with all my teammates. I've grown up with these guys, some of them through 7th grade, 8th grade, all the way to 12th. It's just so special, like, getting to hang out with these guys. These guys are my best friends, and getting to participate in a sport like this, it, means the world to me.
The Bears wrestle again next weekend at sectionals. This has been Kate Giog reporting for the WARL.
Gymnastics competed in the OCCs at Hillier-Bradley on Saturday. They placed 4th overall and are competing next Saturday at districts on the 25th.
They had a meet yesterday against Hilliard Bradley, Darby, Davidson, Lancaster, and Logan and placed first with 130 points.
Girls swimming won their sectionals and had multiple first place winners across all events. They will also compete at districts tomorrow at OSU at 2:30.
Boys swimming qualified for districts last weekend, placing first in several events, including all 3 relays. For the first time ever, all 18 swimmers qualified for districts in their respective events. The team is ranked first in districts, which is also tomorrow at OSU at 2:30.
The 5th annual school-wide dodgeball tournament is next Sunday, February 26th. This Bear Den fundraiser costs $24 per team, with the portions of the proceeds benefiting the Heart to Heart organization. Use the QR code on the screen and around school to register a team of 6 by noon next Friday.
The championship game will be played during the pep rally on March 3rd. Connect with the Bear Den through social media if you have any questions.
And now to Live on Location with Jake.
Hey Bears, welcome to Community.
The Bed Bath & Beyond on Lane Avenue is closing along with 150 other locations after the company warned the public of possibly filing for bankruptcy in early January. They are currently holding a store-wide closing sale.
Burger King is testing their new churro fries as well as mozzarella fries exclusively in Columbus. They will be available through mid-May at Columbus locations.
Due to the earthquake tragedy in Turkey, Lilia takes a look at a fundraising students are holding.
On February 6th, there was a 7.8 magnitude earthquake in Turkey. The death toll is over 40,000 people. Here is what some Upper Arlington students are doing to help support the people in Turkey.
We are selling bracelets and anklets and necklaces and charms they were generously donated from Caravan, which is Turkish goods store. And we're trying to raise money for earthquake survivors in Turkey and Syria.
So everything is $10, cash only, and so far we've made over $500 at the school, which is like really good because it's like with the conversion rate in Turkey and Syria, like it stretched really far for aid and relief.
So we have bracelets and anklets, more bracelets, and these we have necklaces and bracelets as well as just the beads, called in Turkish nazar boncuk, which means evil eye beads. And they're kind of traditionally used as this amulet. It wards off evil spirits and it kind of protects you from jealousy. And it's spread across most Mediterranean Middle Eastern cultures.
You can buy these in both 4A and 4B lounge, and they are sold on Golden Bear Boulevard. The last day to buy them is Friday. This has been Lilia Reynolds reporting for the WARL.
Thanks for the information, Lilia. Today's the last day to purchase anything from the table to benefit those that experienced the earthquake in Syria and Turkey.
The Upper Arlington Community Foundation is collecting photos from community members to be put into mosaic in the UA Community Center. The photos will be displayed as 2-inch by 2-inch tiles and cost $250.
The proceeds will support the Upper Arlington Community Center Capital Campaign. To purchase a tile, visit uacommunityfoundation.com.
And now to Sam with information regarding the East Palestine, Ohio train derailment.
On February 3rd, a train in East Palestine carrying chemicals along the Norfolk Southern Railroad derailed. A cleanup has involved a controlled detonation of the chemicals. East Palestine is along the Ohio-Pennsylvania border south of Youngstown. Joining me today is UAHS environmental science teachers Mrs. Beth Bailey and Miss Jordan Walker. Now, Mrs. Bailey, what chemicals have been released from this train derailment?
Well, I think the most common chemical that you're hearing about is vinyl chloride. And vinyl chloride was also released when they had the controlled burn. And I guess the concern is vinyl chloride can break down into other pollutants that can react in the atmosphere and cause things such as acid rain. And then there were also other types of chemicals in the train that were released that can kind of be a little more persistent in the environment. They might not break down in water as easily as we would hope.
Okay. And Ms. Walker, what is the environmental and physiological impacts of these chemicals?
Well, as far as physiological impacts, right now I know a lot of people in the community are experiencing headaches and things like that. But as far as long-term or more severe symptoms, that might take some more time for those to arise. But environmental impacts with materials being released into both the air and the water, whether it's chemical-based or particulates, that could lead to, of course, instances of air pollution. We could see oxygen levels decrease in water ecosystems. And I know that there have been evidence of fish kills that are in the water because there are fish that are really sensitive to pollution. And so they are indicator species saying there's something wrong with their environment. And so it's very prevalent in that area. But because the chemicals are moving into the water and it's moving, as in the Ohio River, that pollution is going to be eventually broken up. So we're still going to have to wait and see down the road what type of impacts we see. But those are some of the basic ones.
Okay, thank you. And the Ohio EPA states that contaminant amounts found do not pose a risk to the water supply in cities that do not directly rely on the Ohio River as a water source. And now that's all relating to this train derailment. And let's kick it back to Maine with Lily and Alexa.
Next week, Student Council is asking students and staff to bring in their spare change to make a change on Tuesday and Wednesday. The fundraiser supports Freedom a la carte.
Then, on Thursday and Friday, the money will go to Turkey Syria Earthquake Relief Group. Prizes will be awarded to the classes that raise the most money.
A trio of musical performances dropped before kickoff at the Super Bowl 57. Emmy award-winning actress Cheryl Lee Ralph performed Lift Every Voice and Sing.
The song was first performed in public 100 years before. According to the NAACP website, the song was prominently used as a rallying cry during the civil rights movement during the 1950s and 1960s.
Then 12-time Grammy Award-winning recording artist Babyface performed America the Beautiful, strumming an acoustic guitar, followed by 8-time Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Chris Stapleton, who performed the Star-Spangled Banner.
Today is the last day for scheduling. If you need help, the counselors will be holding walk-ins for the rest of the day.
Sophomore Shadowing Day is February 28th, where you can gain knowledge and experience for any career. Shadowing registration must be completed by today.
Monday is President's Day, so enjoy the... wait.
And now to Jake.
Let's go. Today we're having a very special birthday celebration with a new secretary. Miss Callahan. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miss Callahan. Happy birthday to you. Woo! All right, Miss Callahan, what's your position at the school?
I am an intervention secretary here.
Okay. What's your favorite flavor of cake?
Red velvet.
Red velvet?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I like that. That's my favorite too.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I always knew I liked you.
What are you doing for your birthday?
I'm coming to watch the boys basketball senior night.
All right. Thank you, Miss Callahan. Happy weekend, Bears.